What's going on, guys? Checking in with you. Got another vehicle here. Got a Lexus LS500. I'm not sure of the year off the top of my head, maybe 2018 to 20, somewhere in there. Did some ambient lighting, so let me show you what we got. Now the goal was on this one was just to enhance the factory. So I'm sitting in the rear because I can kind of give you a better view of everything. So what we got going on is under here, as you can see, you got some nice ambient glow going on down here, but it's also underneath this one too. So it's kind of like a two-stage. Same thing on that side. And again, it's just to enhance the factory. We didn't want it to look like a space shuttle in here, or a nightclub, but we wanted a nice, clean, classy, nice glow. Obviously the biggest thing that stands out is the dash. We do got the full strip going across the dash there, and I'm gonna go up front to kind of show you here in a second. But the front doors are done as well. The feet area, we doubled up in the front. The customer says that very rarely is anybody in the back, so he wanted the kind of more of a wow factor up front. So we doubled up the lights in the floor up front, and then the left front door. So let me jump up front real fast and show you that. So the dash has these vents, and they kind of flow up to the top, but they also flow up and then go inward. So what we decided was, initially I was going to go straight across and kind of end it, but I felt like kind of just bring it up, and letting it kind of just flow and kind of end, showing that, it's kind of going, I don't know, I just wanted to add a little bit of the flow to it. I think it kind of was the right move. Same thing on this side, mimicked it on this side, rather than just ending it right here. Wanted to kind of gradually go up, and then it starts to go inward where the strips won't bend that way. But the reason we also ended it that way, from sitting here as a driver, it looks like it's complete all the way across. Like you can't see where it ends. Same thing, just kind of right into the air vents. They are really nice, recessed in there. Like even if somebody tried to mess with them, they can't. This is app controlled. I have it on purple right now because the customer is a Ravens fan. We are here in Baltimore. But it is, like I said, app controlled. They say it's got 1,000,000 something colors, whatever. The turn on and off sequence, we can set it. Right now I haven't set it, so it is going to change colors, but you can set the color if I'm not mistaken. I got to play with it, but it is going to do like a shutdown sequence, which I'll show you that. So it kind of goes to like this turquoise blue, but I believe you can change that in the app. And then same thing, turn on. Some of the other ones, when they turn on, it's a rainbow turn on. This one has a little bit more of a cool power up look. And again, the turn on, I guess the turn on feature, what it does, you can adjust that too. It's got different options on what the turn on looks like, whether it's the little light going across, whether it just turns on. You could turn off the turn on sequence. So you got a lot of control through the apps, if that makes any sense. Again, this is a Lexus LS500. I do have the kits available. These kits are universal. If you watch some other videos, of course I'm just repeating a lot of the stuff, but if this is your first time, these kits are universal. It's basically universal strips. You just got to get in here and cut it to length and just get creative, see where it can fit. You need a little bit of a gapping. It's usually about like one millimeter, I think, of gapping. It's very thin. Yeah, I think this one turned out nice. I think we achieved what the customer was looking for. If you want to order one of these kits, let me know. I do sell them. I do ship them out. Again, they're universal. They can work on pretty much any car. it's up to you to figure out if you can get the look that you're going for. You know, not every car gives you a lot to work with, and you gotta get creative. These do not use any, you know, you see a lot of them where you got to plug them into the USB port or, you know, any of that crap. These are 100% hardwired. So if you're going to do it yourself, just make sure you understand how to, you know, get power and ground. It's got a module that goes in each door. They're called sub-controllers. And then there's one main module that goes in the car. The main module in the car usually gets an accessory power source to turn on and off with the car. The modules in the door, I've had a lot of success just tapping into like the window switches or, you know, some sort of module that's in the door. You just need constant power and ground. You can also connect to an accessory power and ground in the door, but then it affects the turn on, little procedure that it does. You know, if it turns off immediately when you turn the car off, it's not going to do that little shutdown sequence. But if it is hooked to a constant power, then it will do that little sequence shutdown. So if you got any questions on this, let me know. If you want me to do the install, I'm here in Baltimore. So just shoot me a message on Instagram. It's at Jake Bradford Designs. We can set something up. I'm not going to BS you guys. I'm not the cheapest in the world. I get it. I don't try to be that wham bam installer. So if you're looking for the wham bam or the cheapest guy, I'm not it. I'm just being right up front with you. I spent a little bit more time. I like to mount the modules. I like to route the wiring properly. I'm not just licking and sticking, and that stuff takes time, and time is money. So if you want your car done right, if you want somebody to treat your car, you know, like they're supposed, you know, if you want somebody to treat your car the way they treat their own car, I'm that guy. But if you got any questions, let me know. Other than that, I appreciate you guys. Till next time, see you.